our first team. Let's welcome on stage the team that is tackling one of the like very kind of like very exciting area that's all the big companies are tackling right now, which is artificial intelligence. Let's welcome on stage VVN AI.
Facial recognition. We've all heard about this term, right? This is a part of artificial intelligence technology that can see your face and identify your features, your eyes, your ears, your nose. We use facial recognition in a technology to digitize the KYC process, also called Know Your Customers. We perform the three-phase verification. First of all, our application will verify the customer's face against a photo ID in real time. Then it extracts the personal information and then perform a thorough background check. And you might wonder, well, that sounds great. What does it help you, right? Well, imagine the last time you went to the bank or you go to renew your driver license. You have to get in line. And this manual KYC process might take you 30 minutes, 2 hours, or more. Such a waste of time, right? Well, now you can perform the verification at your comfort from anywhere in the world. And within seconds, your identification is verified and you can go on to perform your business. So by turning KYC to eKYC, we're trying to save your time. Since we introduced this technology this year, we are on target to generate over $1 million in revenues in 2019. Real revenues, real customers. And with the projects that are under negotiation, we're projecting up to $6 million next year. Within the eKYC market, we're projecting $143 million in Vietnam's market, and we're going to tackle other countries in Southeast Asia, and eventually will be US as well as Europe. Now, eKYC is just our first product. We're actually planning to support a variety of other applications that is based on computer vision, such as retail photo processing, customer traffic analysis, traffic violation fines, just to name a few. Our expert has already been working on this project, and we are partnering with our clients to pilot this and bring this to market. So the sky is the limit. And you might wonder, artificial intelligence is not a new thing. There's got to be other players in the market, right? So why would the client choose us? Well, with national security being the top priority of the country, the banks and governments entities in Vietnam would say no to any third-party programs that is cloud-based. And that's where we come into place. Our technology support a full range of API and SDK, which means we can embed our technology deeply into the client's information system, leveraging any infrastructure or security features. So giving the clients the full control over their system and ultimately the peace of mind. In addition, we have a really advanced algorithm backed by the team of experts. Just for example, if you use Google to scan a Vietnamese photo ID, it will come out like this. So you could imagine it's not very usable. On the other hand, our technology can easily identify exactly what is necessary, what is relevant. And in addition to that, with regard to facial recognition, our technology is a lot more efficient for Asian faces. So we can reach up to 95 to 99% accuracy, as opposed to Google, only at 7 to 80%. And guess what? The population in Asia is about twice as much as in Western world. So we have a much bigger market, and we are better at what we do. Okay? And with this technology, we choose licensing B2B as our business model. Our customers are the biggest players in their own industry. Just to name a few, Mobifone is one of the largest telecom companies in Vietnam. We also have clients from banking industry, securities, airlines, And also the Ministry of Public Security of Vietnam is also working with us on a nationwide scale project. Okay. Okay. Please take a moment to say hi to our team. Our CEO has more than 10 years of experience developing major AI projects around the world. Our CTO is a professor in IT and software engineering. He has published over 60 articles about artificial intelligence, and they're leading a team of 5 professors and doctors specialized in AI. So with this expertise, I strongly believe that our team can continue to develop our products and conquer the artificial intelligence in Vietnam. Okay. So to wrap up, we are VVN, and we provide the artificial intelligence computer vision platform. We have real revenues, real customers. We are even better than Google's in Asia. And our customer actually prefers the local technologies like us. So I hope you will continue to support us and appreciate your help. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your speech, and it's time for the judges' questions. Ewan?
I'd like to ask about privacy issues. How do you manage the information about members of the public which you discover and learn? Are there any legal or ethical issues, and how do you deal with those challenges?
Thank you for your question. I think it's a very interesting topic. I know that privacy is always a top concern when it comes to, especially in the US. And in Vietnam, we also care a lot about privacy as well. So one of the key component is because technology-wise, we can embed into the client's information system, so the client has full control over the privacy. So technically, regardless of what the regulation is, and they can also take into account what is the balance between the privacy for the customer and what is the benefit of customers. So we can have things like disclosure agreement, and there's a lot of things that we can do to make sure that it balances. But the key component is the client have full control, right? And that's what we offer. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hi, Stephen. Great presentation. I have 2 questions for you.
Thank you.
So the first question is, where does eKYC fit in the whole ecosystem for a e-payment system? Because I would imagine what you're doing is primarily related to financial transactions, right? So who controls the e-wallet system? And I would imagine you're part of that system. Is that a good way to look at it?
Yes. When we look at the financial transaction, I would say eKYC is the first, KYC in general is the first step in the financial transactions. So before a customer perform any transaction, regardless of what type, they need to identify themselves first. So that's where we come into place. And with regard to e-wallet, that's I guess that's another areas that it may or it may not be be incorporated into the business process. So with regard to the e-wallet in Vietnam, I think it's for right now it is a totally separate technology, a separate step. But by digitizing the KYC process, there's a potential to link them together and make it more fluent for the customers. So I guess to sum up, it's like we provide the technology to incorporate it. It'll be up to the bank whether they want to continue to incorporate it.
Okay. All right. No, thank you.
Thank you.
If you have introduced VVN in one sentence, what will you say?
VVN's mission is to bring artificial intelligence technology into Vietnam to make Vietnam one of the biggest players in the technology world. Thank you.
Yeah, I noticed that you already have a lot of partners in Vietnam, and they're very big names
Yes.
at this point already. Uh, are these? Is it specific to Asia? The EYKC?
Mhm.
Because I mean, it's in the U.S. when we deal with banks.
Yes.
And I work for a number of banks, and
Okay.
it's typically a face-to-face interactions.
Okay. Yes. EKYC is a process that is actually pretty popular worldwide. So one of our client is actually from Germany, and that's probably our most valuable clients because they teach us the most challenging problem in KYC. Just to describe, so in Germany, they built in a lot of securities in their ID card. And let's say you show the IDs in 3 different angles. You have to look at exact angles to see the security features. And that problem teach us the most difficult challenge in ID securities. And we are able to tackle that. And that give us the confidence and the lessons to bring the technology that we have created to Vietnam. And so to answer your questions, actually, our team have solved problems worldwide before we come back to Vietnam and develop a market.
And just the part with you already have a lot of clients in Vietnam, very prestigious names and alliances. At what point do you guys are you guys getting to the point where you're breaking even in Vietnam or something like that?
Actually, we are already at profitable stage. All the development has been done like 10 years ago. It's in the past 10 years. Our profit margin is about 20 to 35%. I mean, the cost of goods sold would be 20 to 35%, and profit margin is 60 to 65. Yeah.
No, so I'm just curious. So you said you've got revenues. Can you give us any indication of revenues, and what's your vision? I mean, are you looking for money? I mean, what's as a startup, do you need capital? You've got capital, you know.
Yes. I think our priority, number one priority is, I guess, is mentorship. Number 2 is funding. Mentorship because we are a team of technical guy, and we understand that as a technical people.
Yeah, you have no financial people on your team, right? So you don't. I didn't
Well,
see
I
that.
am the financial person, so actually I'm a financial person in the team. I'm a CPA and a CIA, so I try to help a little bit. Okay, but with regard to investment, that's another issue because it's not just the money, but what we do with the money. So we understand that technology is our core advantage, and we need to be able to build a bigger team, hire more technical people to develop this technology. So that's when the funding comes
There's
to place.
value if you're close to a financial transaction. So having people from a financial institution who have that experience, I think that'll be very helpful for you.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Can you say that?
If you have people who know how financial transactions are handled, and because the requirements of banks are very important, because at the end of the day, the money has to flow through banks.
Yes, we do, and in the list of our clients in negotiation, we're actually working with 2 of the largest banks in Vietnam who have the deep expertise in their field and about regulations. We have. And they will be working with us to make sure that our technology is in compliance with the government. And yeah.
Just wanted to ask a question about the clients that you're in negotiations with. Out of those, which one would you say would be has the biggest prospects?
Okay. 2 of the most valuable clients right now, I think they are very important. One is the bank. Right now, this is the year when the government is asking for things like AKYC for the digital transformation in Vietnam. So the regulation is actually forming, and we are working with the bank to stay ahead of the competition. In addition to that, because of the way the ID in Vietnam works, the solution, in order to have a really complete and reliable solution, we need a nationwide database of, say, ID, right? And we're working with the Ministry of of public safety and try to develop that. So we also have the key to be the #1 player in this market, the technical key.
Yeah,
so.
that was going to be my suggestion. I said I would focus on that particular ministry.
Is there any tension between your public sector work and your private sector work? Can you keep them both in balance?
I'm not sure I understand.
Just
the question.
do the private sector customers mind if you work for government authorities? Do you feel there's any tension between public sector government work and commercial work?
I haven't seen that as an issue yet. Actually, the fact that we're working with the government give positive signals that it validate our expertise and also it validate our solutions. So actually, our private private sector clients are more excited when they know that we are working with the public sector.
Okay, quick question. You had the VietTel logo on your presentation.
I'm sorry.
So what's the relationship there? Do you all have a formal relationship with VietTel?
The front cover, it has the VietTel logo.
Oh, that was from the last round we do the competition. We went to the first competition.
No relationship.
Mm-hmm.
No relationship.
We do have we have a partnership with VietTel after the competition. Yes.
Yeah, thumbs up. So, so we're done with the pitch.